Hello, and welcome to Every Day is Funny. Monday, May 6th. This is the week anniversary of Every Day is Funny, a proud moment in our storied history. A time to reflect on all the wild and wacky moments we've accumulated over these past 7 days. Not much has happened. But it got me thinking, mainly about one thing in particular, which is, you might notice in today's cover photo, I'm rocking an outside coffee shop coffee, not one of the typical mugs. And it got me thinking that I'm almost out of mugs, which means that I'm probably going to have to start reusing mugs, which I don't want to do. I'd love for every photo to be unique, but I'm almost out of mugs. I really wish there was like a used mug shop whose sole purpose was for people like me who just constantly need new mugs. And then when you get your picture taken for the in-store discount club, you know what it's called? A mug shot. Woo! Oh boy. But there should be, like, just wall-to-wall novelty mugs. If this show doesn't work out, that might be what I open up next. Or even if this show does work out, sponsored by Every Day is Funny, the used mug shop. There's been stupider business ideas. Anyway, if you see me reusing mugs, I'm really sorry. It's not something I want to do or a possibility that I take lightly. I want to give you a unique show every ep. And reusing mugs, I know what that looks like, and it's not good. But we sometimes have to do what we don't want to. I'll try and go find some mugs. You know what's another thing I've been thinking about recently? There's so many talk shows nowadays. There's like Hot Ones, they eat hot wings. There's like talk shows where they interview celebrities in a bed. You know, every like gimmick. How has there not been one yet? And I'm calling this, that I think one day it will happen. Why is there no talk show that takes place in a treehouse? I'm calling this like Babe Ruth pointing his bat to the grandstands. I think one day soon, people are going to be interviewing celebrities in a treehouse. And every episode starts with the celebrity like climbing up those wood planks into it. Because be honest, if you heard Christian Bale was being interviewed on a treehouse show, you'd be really interested to see how he climbs up those steps. Every celeb climbing up those steps would be really fascinating to see how they do it. I could host it. I don't know what the segments would be, but I think it's gonna happen. Maybe I just willed it into existence. And they could play little treehouse games. I don't even know what that means. All right, let's get to the comics for today. Figured I'd start with a new one to begin the week. And this one's a classic. It's called Hi and Lois, which now reading it aloud, I'd always heard of this strip, and I'm now getting the joke in the title. High and low. Wow, that took me over 20 years to understand. But this is simply as it says in the About section of the strip. The cast of Hi and Lois provides a warm, loving portrait of a wholesome family with traditional values and modern-day sensibilities. Which, listen, I haven't shared any of my viewpoints on this show. I like to stay neutral like Switzerland. But I believe in traditional American values, picket fence, and Hi and Lois. That's what I believe in. So let's read some Hi and Lois, shall we? Come on, give me those traditional, wholesome vibes that I crave and that I think America has lost its way with. Hi and Lois, Monday, May 6th. We've got Hi and Lois waking up. Just like this show. Some nice morning content. And I presume his name's Hi. He says, "You know what I like best about working at home? My commute is only 10 feet. Oh boy. This feels like a strip that would have been written in March of 2020. And I feel like even then it would have been an overdone joke. And now here we are, 4 years into the start of the pandemic, and Hi and Lois is only getting to that joke now. I don't care if this is a classic. I think they gotta up their joke game. Let's see what the comments say. David Ricard again. Does he go to every comic on this website? There's like hundreds. But he's got the top comment. He says, all right, this is a situation where Lois is talking. Oh, by the by, it's an in-service day for the district, so the kids don't have schools today. Toodles. Hi. Screams at a frequency only audible to dogs. That's pretty funny. It's like a nice added button to the joke. Actually gives it an ending. And it doesn't have any of the personal breakdown that Rickard seemed to be suffering from yesterday when he was commenting on all the comics. All right, next, let's go with the Family Circus. I don't know why I like coming back to the Family Circus. Maybe it's the illustration style or the fact that they're usually pretty quick to the point comics. But let's see what we got here. We've got the dad of the family looking at a kid doing his homework. And the kid says, Miss Micklefresh says you can help with my math as long as it's the way we learn in school. What? Is that a joke? What? I don't get that. Miss Micklefresh says you can help with my math as long as it's the way we learn in school. And I get that the joke is probably like, well, the dad is not going to understand how they do it in school, but he has no surprised reaction or there's no like punchline to any of this. That just feels like pure setup to me. Yeah, I don't get this joke at all. Let's see what the comments say. All right, top comment. Oh, also from Ricard. Is he a bigger deal than William Thompson? All right, he has the dad speaking in his comment, and he says, Pshaw. I like that he says Pshaw to start. Pshaw. None of this new math claptrap in this household. Fingers and abacus have served the Keens well for generations, and that's what you'll use too. What's abacus? I know abacus. Is it like that? Oh, it's a plural of abacus. Wow, the plural of abacus is abaci, is it? Wow. All right, I didn't think the joke was funny at all, but at least it taught me a new word from Ricard. And I love that he said pshaw. I gotta start using that as an exclamation. Pshaw. All right, his comment made this all worth it. Let's get some actual good content though with Rex Morgan MD to close things off. When we last visited Rex, they were still coming home from the vet, and the rest of the family was at home wondering what was taking them so long. I wonder who would play Rex in the movie. How have they not made a Rex Morgan MD? It'd be like 10 hours long. I think Hugh Jackman could play Rex. He'd give it the subtlety the character requires. Okay, we're starting back in the house with Abby, known as the other dog, and the two sons. One son says, "That's Abby's dad's home bark." And the other son says, "Candy's back, yay." And then Rex, Sarah, and Candy have arrived in the home. We are getting confirmation. They have arrived home. Rex says, "We're here," and the kids say, "Candy." Well, it's not interesting content at all, but at least they got back home finally. I think I'm most fixated on the son saying, "That's Abby's dad's home bark," with complete seriousness. He can differentiate barks for various humans returning to the residence. I think we got a liar in the fam. Let's check the comments. Top comment, William Thompson. There we go. He says, "No one is surprised that the dogs get the best dialogue this strip has seen in ages." That's pretty good. All they're saying is woof woof. Oh, William Thompson also has the next highest comment. "Sarah, why so glum? What did the vet do to you?" "I took a nap at the vet's, and when I woke up, she told Dad not to worry about me having puppies." Oh my God. I'm not even really going to address that. I think I understand what he's saying, and that's very dark. I wouldn't even take it there, William Thompson. You're becoming less of a hero in my eyes after that comment. It's bold, though, I'll give you that. Talking about a child like that on a comics website is... Good Lord, these people are insane. Alright, I think I'm just going to go simple and try and clean up this unclassy joint and say Abby's dad's home bark sounds suspiciously like every other noise she's ever uttered. I'm not trying to compete with the darkness that is William Thompson at this moment. I think William's got to go take a shower. He's filthy. Alright, that was a lot. I think it's time to wind down for this Monday ep of Every Day is Funny. And remember, I haven't mentioned in a while, you can email everydayisfunnyshow@gmail.com for any comments, comic submissions, complaints, really anything. Okay. I hope you all have a great start to your week. We'll see you tomorrow.